It is my disclaimer for this video that in no way am I encouraging people to capture, handle, relocate, touch anything with bats. Just not. This is simply the story of us finding one that was in need, rescuing it, allowing it an opportunity to rest and dry off, and then returning it to the wild as quickly and hands-off as possible. Enjoy the show. Well, that was kind of crazy. I just got notified by my wife that a neighbor called. They have a swimming pool. There's not a lot of water in there, but there was an animal trapped in it, and they thought I would be the person for the job. Love wild animals, all God's creatures, super cool. Like interacting with them and checking them out, and this was a good case to help one here. I hope this happened last night because this guy is not doing well. But it looks like it probably happened last night. All I did was scoop it out with this bucket, and then I'm just gonna let it dry off and fly away. Come here, little one. There you go. Let's take a look at that creature. Oh, wow. Poor little guy is so cold. Look at that poor little bat. Hey, buddy. You're not doing too good. So there it is, a completely waterlogged little bat. I'm guessing it was last night that it crashed because I think it would have been dead if it was any longer. I'm actually going to move this one out in the sun somewhere. It's not that warm of a day. I just don't want to shock it by going from extremely cold and wet to something dry and hot, but I think the trampoline, I'm going to check how warm that is and maybe move it there real quick. So here it is out in the sun. It is waterlogged. It's not doing good, but thankfully it's been able to swim and keep its head above water often enough to breathe. It's kind of like a tiny little mouse with an oak leaf around it. I mean, if you look at the thing, and this is not even spread out. These guys are such cool creatures, and they do so much good for us with keeping flying insects down, like mosquitoes, horseflies, stuff like that. But, oh, thankfully, our friends knew to give me a call. So all I did is remove it from the water, and I'm gonna pretty much immediately release it into the wild. Bats are often rather protected, kind of highly regulated. There's even caves they shut down so people don't go in them anymore and just let them be homes for the bats. They're really cool, and I'm glad to see it firsthand. I just want this thing to dry up here hopefully quick and then be able to fly away. Poor little guy. So it should be warming up pretty good here, but that fur is still going to have some moisture in it. I still see droplets on the wings. It shouldn't be too long, and this one should be dry. Once it's dry, it just needs to regain its energy. So as soon as it's dry, and I know it's doing okay, if it doesn't fly away, which I don't think it will, I'll probably just move it somewhere where it can chill out until tonight when it kind of regains its energy, and then is able to go fly around at night eating bugs and stuff. It is so wet right now. You see how much water soaked out of it in that spot though?
Is it a baby now?
Oh.
I've got that in my animal book. Are they gonna swim in their pool?
Somebody run up by the beehives and get me one of the gloves up there. One of the thicker gloves.
Where would it be?
So we've encountered these guys caving when they're hibernating in winter. That was pretty cool before, and I actually had to remove a couple from a building. They were flying inside a building that I used to work at, and they needed somebody to get it out of the building, so I was nominated. Actually, that happened at a couple different jobs. The one I met Mama Pepper at too was another one. But it's pretty dry as far as its wings and stuff. It's just still going to be wet in here, and I'm going to probably get it out of the direct sun before too long. I don't want it to get too hot, but this is a warm-blooded animal that probably just spent the entire night, and it's like 3 o'clock the next day, trapped in a pool just trying to swim around for, you know, to stay alive, for survival. So poor little guy. They can bite you, they can cause diseases, sometimes diseases that they didn't cause even get blamed on them, but we like having them around. I actually want to put up some bat boxes on the property, so we see them almost any night we want to. We can look outside if it's not raining and it's warm enough and they're flying around. But this little guy here, hopefully he'll be dry before too long and either fly away on its own or be able to be released to the wild. But warm enough day, I'm gonna let it get a little bit more sun. The wings are pretty much dry. It's just that fur in the middle that's retaining moisture right now. But it's okay. It's just probably relieved. It's probably absolutely exhausted. So I'm gonna move it off somewhere in the woods to let it sit till tonight where it can carry on with its life. Well, it's now been out of the water for about an hour. Looks like it's doing pretty good. It's pretty dry. It's still alive. We'll see what it does by later today, but it's definitely pretty much dry, and it's overcast right now, so there's really no sun to warm it up no matter what. Happy it's still alive though, and that it didn't drown. Well, 5 o'clock now, 2 hours out the water. Definitely alive and breathing, but probably super exhausted. Poor little creature. Guess I'll check back in an hour and we'll see if it can't either crawl in here to hide for a bit, or if it's got enough energy to make it out somewhere tonight. I don't really want to mess this guy up at all. I'm trying to be as hands-off as possible, just monitoring it. I wish there was like, I don't know, a blast of sugar water or, you know, something that could boost its energy. But I'm not even gonna, you know, monkey with that. I'm just thinking sometimes you can give animals something to boost them up, but you know, this is designed to eat bugs. I'm not gonna be able to hand feed it bugs or anything. It's breathing well, and it looks pretty dry, so not terribly cold of a day. I'm still in the tank top, so hopefully it's all right. Hope it doesn't die though. It definitely would have in the pool, so at least we're giving it a chance. Oh man, 6 o'clock. I thought it was dead for a second, but it's still breathing. It was just sleeping. So 3 hours out of the pool, pretty dry, probably still pretty tired. I don't know, will it disappear tonight? Will it be here in the morning? Will it fly away? Will it make it? Will it die? I really hope this guy makes it, but we'll see. There's no guarantee. It definitely exerted a lot of energy just keeping itself alive, and I don't know. I hope you're okay, little guy. We'll find out. Well, looks like at the moment somebody's gone. Hopefully that's a good sign. I could have just tossed it outside the pool where it was, but there's a lot of dogs and cats and stuff like that running around. I didn't want it just to get randomly killed, so tried to bring it down here, let it dry off, catch it, regain its energy, warm up a bit. It's gone. Hopefully that's a good sign. In the end, don't play with bats, don't move them. If one's dying, you know, like drowning to death, feel free to let it out of whatever it's drowning in, but otherwise they belong in the wild. I think I gotta build some bat boxes. I want some more around here. I'll see you next time. Papa out.